Okay, so here's the story. The fan in my downstairs lower level air conditioning unit, the external one with the condenser, broke. So the technician that I called was going to charge me about $1,100, which is ridiculous. So I said, I'm just going to do it myself. I knew it was the fan motor that broke. This is the old fan motor. And you can tell that this rotating thing, the one that spins the fan, seized up. And see, you can't even rotate that. This is the new one. I got it online from Granger.com. And all you need to do is just look at the model numbers, all the specifications from the old unit, and kind of match that up with the new motor. Right? So they're going to help you out when you call them. You tell them the specs, and they'll give you the right model number or the right motor that's going to work with your AC unit. But anyways, the old one came with 3 wires, right? The new one came with 5 wires, right? This one I think is for the direction of the fan, right? And you can just reverse it if you want to go to another direction. You got 4 cables here. The brown ones and the brown white stripes goes to the capacitor. And these are, I believe the yellow one is for the fan speed or motor speed. If you want to go high speed, connect this to the line, the hot line, and the black one goes to the hot line as well. Alright, so I'm gonna go outside, go to the AC condenser unit, and I'll see you guys there. Okay, first thing that we need to do before doing this job or touching anything here is to cut the power, right? There's a circuit breaker in each of these units, so I'm working on the one on the right side. So we just need to cut the power just to be safe. This is a pull-out breaker. Some of the circuit breakers out there is just a lever that you pull up and down, on and off switch. Okay, so I'm going to remove where the motor is going to get mounted, right here. Just 4 screws. This is the conduit where the wiring goes into. Okay, so I've removed the fan from the older unit, from the older motor, and we'll be placing the fan over here. Just put this here, there, fan room. And basically all you need to do is tighten this screw, and this puts the fan in place. Make sure it's tight and it won't, move up and down, because there are screws right here, right? So if the fan blade moves down, then it's gonna hit these screws, and that's gonna be a disaster. Okay, next thing we need to do is take out this panel right here, and this would show inside of this shows all the electrical connections. So I've taken out the screws already, and okay, so there you go. So inside here are the wiring from the fan motor that's on top here, and all of that connects to this capacitor, and then some of the wires that I'll explain later connects to this relay here. Okay, so I've mounted the motor. You just have to mount it with 4 screws on top and make sure that they're tight so that when the fan spins there's no vibration. Okay. So that's the new motor. The fan blades right there, and the wiring, you just have to use this plastic pipe and run it through there so that you just route that down and into that hole, and you just have to dress it up, put some wire ties so that they're not in the way and that the fan won't hit the wires. Okay. Alright. Okay, so I've installed the motor and secured the cover of this unit with screws, and I'm done with the wiring. So basically the wires that came from the new motor are these. This is the brown white, the brown. Okay. Just look into the motor's wiring diagram. There's a wiring diagram in the motor that tells you where to connect these wires. So these 2 wires connects to the capacitor. Okay. Notice that I'm using the old capacitor. It's still good. I've tested it. So if this goes bad, I have an extra one to use. And then the other wire from the fan motor is this black one. Okay, the wiring diagram says connect this to the line, so I guess the line that's hot, and that goes over to this here. Okay. And I've dressed it up with wire ties. Also the 4th cable, or the 4th wire, the yellow wire, according to the wiring diagram, this needs to be connected to the line, but I tested it. I tried connecting it to one of these terminals here and it didn't work. So what I did was I disconnected it, put a cap on so that it doesn't touch any of these components here, creating a spark. So this is a waterproof cap, right? So just to keep everything safe. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. So the next segment would be to test it and turn it on. There you have it, folks. That's the sound of a job well done to me. Fan's running, and all I need to do is put the panel back on, make sure that these hot wires are all tied up and not hanging loose. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Hope I'm able to save you some money just by doing the work yourself. All it takes is doing advanced research from the internet. There's plenty of materials in the internet that you can find by watching videos from YouTube of do-it-yourselfers. So hopefully I'm able to save you some money. All it takes is just a few tools. If you have the tools, just basic tools, and you should be on your way in fixing your own air conditioning unit yourself. Thank you. Bye.